Do you remember a few years ago when Pete Rose got accused of dating like a 14-year-old girl?
Yeah.
And it was in the 70s, and everyone's just kind of like, yeah, that was just kind of okay back then. You know, like,
it definitely was.
Seinfeld did the same thing in the 90s.
Yeah. Shoshana Lonstein, was that her name? Yeah, remember Stern breaking his balls about it. Yeah. Well, what's her name? The actress, Mackenzie Phillips, who was on One Day at a Time. She wrote in her book that Mick Jagger took her when she was like 15 or some damn thing. But again, that's the 70s. Yeah, that's the stuff that went on.
Well, yeah, but didn't she also write that she was with her dad?
Maybe.
Or am I thinking of somebody else?
No, it may have been her, because her dad was some piece of work. John Phillips.
Yeah.
He was a piece of work.
So that kind of overshadows the whole Mick Jagger thing when you're sleeping with your own dad.
Oh, thank God she slept with her dad. That gives me a chance.
If they went back and looked at what the Rolling Stones did, 10-year relationship with her dad. There you go. Yeah, see, there you go. The Rolling Stones would all be under a jail if they went back and investigated them. But he's the one, her father, John Phillips, he's the one that got a liver transplant because he had the cirrhosis of the liver. And then after he got the liver transplant, one of those TV shows, either Insider Edition or Current Affair, they followed him and they caught him going to a bar. Like right after he got the new liver, he was going to a bar.
And he was like, well, you got to take it out for a test drive. I got this. Like he got the liver of a woman who was like this old church woman. He was like, this liver is sweet.
She this is ready to go. She used to have a glass of sherry on Sunday. She never used it.
Yeah, what are the chances I can go through two in one lifetime? I mean, come on.
That was the best. They actually followed him.
But he was not apologetic. He was not,
He didn't care. He's Papa John Phillips. What does he care?
How do you sleeping with your daughter for 10 years? You don't have any one person in your life who's like, what are you doing?
Apparently, there's pictures of her when she was a young teenager, like at the Troubadour in L.A., hanging out with John Lennon and Ringo, and she's like a 14-year-old kid.
Right, yeah. See,
he was a great father.
You try to whitewash everything going, it was the 90s. It was a different, but really, like anything pre-90s is just like debauchery.
The 70s were brutal. I mean, you some of the stuff you hear about the 70s, some of the celebrities, the shit they were into, it was ridiculous what they were getting.
I do think maybe we've gone too far the other way, though, because like now, like who's the lead singer for the Red Hot Chili Peppers? Whatever his name is.
Anthony Kiedis?
He's dating like a 30-year-old girl, and everyone's like, oh, that's gross. Like, she's 30, man.
She's 30,
like,
you're right.
It's consensual all around,
Absolutely right. At 30, you're not supposed to want to see a kid. You're right. I agree. I 100%. I mean, they have gone too far the other way. You can't even hold a teenage girl's hand anymore. Wait a minute. No, we'll cut that out. We'll cut that out. We'll put that in my resume.
I never say anything when I see you walking around holding a teenage girl's hand. I've never released it to the press. I've never gone to anyone.
Good, I appreciate that. All I need is have Inside Edition following me now.
Comedy Trainwreck.